Tony Dattino, founder of the USA Memory Championship and the president of Dattino Consulting. Talking to you about something I've read over the weekend. I think, as my Live with Tony audience knows, I do lots of reading over the weekend. I pick up my mail on Sunday, and I get different newsletters and magazines and articles. So I've got a number of them here that I've got ready to go. But the one I really wanted to jump on this evening is one that comes out of the Cleveland Clinic, Health Advisor. And I think we all know what Cleveland Clinic is. And it's a really disturbing yet positive article on what is in those brain-boosting pills that people are taking. This is coming out of the March 2021 issue from the Cleveland Clinic Health Advisor. And it's a little bit frightening when they start to talk about the details here of people are looking for whatever they can do to help improve their memory or whatever may be helping it from failing. So how's that for an interesting one? We've been talking about Maximum Memory Mastery online course over the series I've been doing over the past year. And here we are from the Cleveland Clinic talking about people are looking for whatever they can do to improve their memories or helping it not fail. It's concerning because people who are most likely to use some of the supplements, these brain-boosting materials, are the most vulnerable to the effects and likely to be harmed by them. So here comes a well-respected university or hospital clinic talking about the harmful effects and questioning, do we know what's in them? Do we know what the ingredients are of them in terms of what we are taking? So a scientific study found that 8 contained a drug prescribed in Europe for cognitive impairment but has not been approved by the FDA. Supplements, so they don't have to go through the FDA unless you do them as separate studies. And a typical dose for this drug can be harmful. So you say, but yet people are looking for what one doctor told me, people want the easy pill. They don't want to have to do the work that's involved to make a difference in their own physical being, whether they don't want to do exercise or they want to get on the treadmill or they don't want to get out and walk. People sometimes just get so stuck in themselves, and how do you get them out of it? Well, here's a serious problem. People are taking these different supplements that have detrimental effects. Then comes along, and there's a follow-up investigation to analyze these supplements, and they found that they contain another drug that in doses 4 times as high as a pharmaceutical dose, so it's another harmful drug in the follow-up study they've done. Dietary and herbal supplements have been marketed as brain boosters, including vitamins B, D, E, ginkgo, fish oil, coconut oil, among others. However, unless your physician identifies a deficiency in any of these, the evidence to support using them for brain health is conflicting and has no sufficient data to back it up. These are data, but it's not of good quality, okay? And so the expert panel noted that any benefits you gain from supplements are dwarfed by those you'd obtain by following a healthy lifestyle. See the sidebar. Any of the benefits you gain from taking the supplements are offset by things you could do from doing a brain healthy lifestyle. One of the things I learned from Tony Buzan a number of years ago, and again, Tony was a dear friend, mentor, co-author of 2 books I've written with him and Richard Israel. And one of the things Tony always said is, don't be the guinea pig for any of the supplements. Don't be the guinea pig for any of these vitamins and or drugs they're supposing or suggesting are going to be the cure-all. There are many things you can do without that could be harmful or not supported by good science. So don't be one of those folks. So what are some of the things that Tony had taught me, and what are some of the things that we've included in our maximum memory mastery course, and building what we call elements of brain health. So what are the 6 elements that make for good brain health, where it doesn't require you to ingest any vitamins or supplements, but there are lifestyle changes that you can make that can have a world of difference. And here we go. This is the sidebar, right? Now we're going to go through the sidebar here of what's in the Cleveland Health Advisory. 5 ways to build a better brain. I think my Live with Tony audience, you will have heard these before. This is not going to be foreign to you. First one, adhere to a brain-healthy eating pattern. Well, what do we mean by brain-healthy eating? Well, here we go. Plans emphasize vegetables. I think we've heard, here we go, fresh fruits, vegetables, seafood are healthy fat sources. Olive oil and nuts, whole grains, low-fat, fat-free dairy, and minimize the consumption of sugars, fried foods, carbohydrates like white bread, pastries, and red meat. I think we've heard this a few times. It certainly is covered in our Maximum Memory Mastery Online, and we'll certainly have more detail in our upcoming course on the 6 elements of brain health. But there's one. That's one you've heard. Any of my Live with Tony audience will have heard the next one easily. I talk about it often. Get moving. Aerobic physical activity. Perform strength training on at least 2 or 3 days a week. All promote activity within your brain health. So exercise, exercise, exercise. I would hope that more and more people are tapping into the reality of what exercise is doing for your brain. Now, let's quickly summarize why. Your brain is using about 20% of the oxygen that we take in. So therefore, the better the oxygen is, walking, biking, just walking up and down steps, it doesn't matter. They're sitting up and down a chair if you're at home right now and not going out. There are things you can do to bring your aerobic activity up to speed. There are things you can do with just lifting up a couple of 64-ounce soda bottles that build some of your muscle, at least make it preventable from atrophying. You can do the ups and sit-down squats. There's a lot of you to get moving. So it says here at the Cleveland newsletter here. The third one is it's necessary taking medications for your heart, but stop smoking and find strategies that are also good for your heart. Now, we know good for your heart, right? There's stress reductions and things that you do to build resilience, getting your sleep, right? Getting good nights of sleep. I'll do another broadcast tomorrow or Wednesday on sleep habits, right? How do you get yourself some good sleep? Number 4, what about challenging your brain? How many times have I said, do you exercise your brain? We see people in gyms and we see them running on streets, exercising their body and their physiology. What are we doing to exercise our brain? I am constantly reading new materials. I'm constantly learning. I'm trying to do more and more things on the computer. I'm doing more and more different problem-solving situations and things. I'm constantly looking to learn something new. So as I continue to read in my science world and I continue to do some of the things that challenge my brain to improve, I'm doing something that, as Cleveland Clinic says, hey, these are better alternatives than ingesting vitamins or pills that definitely are beginning to show they could be more detrimental than they could be beneficial. So challenge your brain. Engage in stimulating activities such as classes, reading different books and different periodicals of thoughts, completing puzzles. We keep talking about crossword puzzles as something that's possible. Most important, learn a new skill. Anything that you will enjoy and you will do on a regular basis. And then last in their newsletter, we have 6, but they have 5. And it's okay. Take these 5. These are good. What have we been talking about also? stay socially engaged in a network of people. And even during COVID, that network of people can be on telephones, it can be on Zooms. You can look out your window and watch people go by. I sit with my other half on the front porch. We have a distance with the hedge and groups, but it's low enough. We can see people going by. They'll stop on the sidewalk. We'll converse with them. We have social distancing we do with friends on Saturday in a garage that goes from the garage all the way out to the curb, all easily 6 or so feet apart. But what you want to be able to do is maintain your social network. As much as you can, get together with family, friends, in person, online, join a book club, or look for volunteering or mentoring activities that you can do at a distance. Anytime you're interacting, you're engaging the brain more than you would be if you were on your own and watching television. We know that socializing helps boost your mood, which should never be discounted, especially during the days of the pandemic. So that is my story for tonight. That is my Live with Tony broadcast for tonight. Please, work with your doctor if you're taking anything that you're trying to do to boost your mental fitness. And number 2, take a look at the Maximum Memory Mastery online course. It's chock full of good materials in there, and you can learn that at your own pace. It certainly will meet the definition of mental challenges in a fun way where you can track your own progress and even enlist the help of getting Michael Dattino or myself to put 1 hour of one-on-one coaching with anyone that purchases that online course at the present time. So that's my broadcast. We'll be back on Wednesday. I'm going to probably pick up the article on what are we going to do about, what do we do as it relates to food and sleeping, and how do we improve our sleeping activities, since that's a crucial element of heart and brain health that go together. So I've got my broadcasts queued up for the week. I've got a bunch of them, and I'm queued for Monday, Wednesday, and Friday this week. So look forward to seeing you on Wednesday. I think you'll find this week's enlightening, and my goal is to make them helpful. It's ADOTTINO @AOL.com. Love to hear from people in my Live with Tony audience.